Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so happy you're here and I'm so excited about this video because I will be talking about some of the books that I read in 2021 and I'll be recommending some of my favorites. So yeah, I used to read a lot back in the day when I was like 13, 14, but for some reason I just stopped. But thankfully, thanks to book TikTok, I got back into reading and I've been loving it so far. So there's this TikToker that I really like. Her @ is @SarahJenkinsXO, and she posts some of the books that she reads and I was like, oh, it sounds really interesting. So I got a couple. The first book that I read in 2021 was The Wedding Date, and this book was so cute. Basically, it's the main character, Alexa Monroe, and the other guy, the guy in the story, his name is Drew. I forget Drew what. But the story starts, they're like in a San Francisco hotel and they get stuck in the elevator and he has to go to this wedding that he really is not in the mood to go to. So he asks her to be his wedding date and they kind of have to do like a fake relationship type thing. Throughout this whole video, you're gonna realize that like my favorite trope ever is like fake dating or like fake relationships. I don't know, for some reason, I love it. I'm sorry if you can hear that, that's my mom cooking. Anyways, this book was really good and it was my first one that I read that really got me back into reading. So yeah, it was really nice. The second book I want to talk about is the Unhoneymooners. I also got this book from Book Talk. Basically, it's about the main character. Her name is Olive, and the other guy's name is Ethan. I hate that name, but like we're gonna go with it. Olive and Ethan. So Olive's sister is marrying Ethan's brother. I find that kind of weird. It's like giving K3G. But anyways, at the wedding, the bride and the groom, they get food poisoning. So unfortunately, they can't make it to their honeymoon. And they don't want to let it go to waste because that'd be such a waste of money. So Olive and Ethan end up going in their place and they have to pretend to be like this married couple to go along with the whole like honeymoon thing. It was really good. It was a nice like story. It's a bit different, and yeah, so if you're into like the fake relationship trope, I definitely recommend this. So the third book that I read is called The Dating Plan. What's really interesting about this book, the author is Sarah Desai. She's South Asian, so I was really like interested in reading more books written by like POC authors. Anyway, this is called The Dating Plan. The main character, Daisy, and the other guy, Liam. So basically, Daisy and Liam, they used to be friends. Well, Daisy's older brother's best friend was Liam when they were kids, but something happened and he had to leave, and like there was a lot of unresolved like problems because of that. Well, not problems, like he just left without telling anyone, and I guess she was really hurt by that. But anyways, they have to get into a fake relationship type of situation. I don't even remember why, I'm gonna be honest, but it was really cute. It was nice reading it, and the main character is South Asian as well, so it was really refreshing to read. The fourth book I want to talk about is called Counting Down with You by Tashie. I don't have it with me right now because I loaned it to a friend, but that book was really, really cute. What's different about this book compared to the other ones, it's a young adult novel, so it's about these two kids in high school. The main character, her name Karina. So basically, one thing that's really cool about this, the author is Bangladeshi and she's only 22 and she's a published author, which is MA, so cool. Yeah, so the main character is Bangladeshi as well, as am I, and it was really nice to see. And yeah, so basically she comes from a South Asian household and her parents are quite strict. They wanted to go into like STEM or whatever, but she's not really into that. She's more of a English lit type girl. So her parents go away for 30 days to Bangladesh, so she kind of has like those 30 days to kind of not do whatever she wants, but I guess do whatever she wants. But her English teacher asks for her help to tutor her classmate, Ace Clyde. So they she ends up tutoring him, and you know, they get along really well. And yeah, I think my favorite thing about that book is the relationship she had with her nanu, so her grandmother. Her nanu like was living with them for the 30 days while her parents were away, and she was just so cute, man. Like, she was just so cute. Yeah, so I definitely recommend that book. if you're into like young adult novels or whatever. It was young adult, but like it wasn't too like childish, so I definitely recommend even if you're not a young adult. Yeah, and I'm really excited about this author's second book that's coming up in May 2022. Really looking forward to that. So once again, it's a young adult novel based in New York City. Pete Davidson's native New York, and I'm super excited to read it. So the fifth book that I want to talk about is called Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. This book is a bit different because it's not like a fake relationship scenario. It's about main character Chloe Brown, who feels like she's a bit too, like she hasn't done enough things in her life. I'm sorry if you heard that. Those are the kids playing around. Yeah, so she feels like she hasn't like really explored much or anything like that. So she writes down a bucket list of things she wants to do, and she gets the help of the superintendent of her building called Red, and they like go on these like mini adventures trying to like do things off of her bucket list. And this book was really nice. It was like a different plot compared to the other books that I read, so it was really nice to see. And the main character was interesting as well to read. I think the main character had I'm forgetting the name, but she suffered from chronic pain, and I didn't really know much about it, so it was like nice to learn about it through a book. One thing that's really cool about this book, it's part of a 3-part series by author Talia Hibbert. The first one is Get a Life, Chloe Brown. The second one is Take a Hint, Danny Brown, which I'm reading right now. And the third one is Act Your Age, Eve Brown. I don't think you have to read each one in order to know what happens because it's about like each sister. But I don't know, it's really nice. And the main character in Take a Hint, Danny Brown, is obviously Danny Brown, Chloe's sister, and Zaf, who's a South Asian lead, which is really nice to see like an interracial relationship. And I'm really loving it so far. I got like this far. And yeah, I definitely recommend it. It is, compared to the other one, a bit more como se dice caliente, if you know what I mean. So if you're not into that, like, warning. But yeah, it was really good, and I'm really excited to read the third one. Finish this one and read the third one. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm really happy I got to talk about some of the books that I read, and I hope you read some of them, and if you do, let me know. And if you've already read some of them, let me know so we can talk about it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.